This is All Access MMA.
Always great chatting with my next guest. Puna Soriano is going to be back in action against Brendan Allen at UFC Fight Night on July 24th. Puna, how's it going, man? How are you?
I'm good, James. I'm good. It's a little early. Almost forgot about our interview, but I'm good. I'm ready.
I like the honesty. Is it really early for you? I figured you fighters are up a little bit earlier than the rest of us, just because you got to go train and all that. What time do you typically get up?
My first session usually starts at about 11, so I'm not.
Oh man, I feel like a huge jerk right now. We should have booked this later. I had plenty of time, but
okay.
it's all good. That's
good,
cool.
Man.
Okay, well, trust me. When you have kids, then you'll be up earlier. That's why I'm up at 5 a.m. every morning.
Yeah.
But no one wants to hear about that. Let's talk about this fight. Of course, you're supposed to fight Anthony Hernandez. You get Brendan Allen instead. Now, I talked to Brendan the other day. He said he got a lot of notice for this fight. He found out a couple weeks ago. Was that the same case with you?
Yeah, same case. I don't know. I guess I just kind of keep it in. I don't know.
Well, and it's a bit easier too because you both have the same manager. So I'm sure, and I know Brian doesn't like to put, sucker punch guys against each other, but I'm sure the negotiation was a bit easier with the fact you guys both have the same manager.
Yeah, for sure. It was pretty simple. We just got his name. I'm not a picker or chooser. My coaches liked it. My coaches obviously aren't with sucker punch, so they don't have that same team bias, if you will, but yeah, my coaches and everything was all on this fight.
I know you'll fight anyone. That's sort of been your, throughout your career, you'll fight pretty much anyone, but you're a little bit happier not fighting Anthony Hernandez because I sort of got some insight. Well, I know you guys are friends, right? Like, because I do a podcast with his coach, Jim West. I wasn't aware that you guys were friends, so I'm sure that makes things a bit easier, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that camp kind of sucked. Like, it was an uncomfortable feeling going into camp knowing I had to fight my friend, but that was kind of like the thing that was kind of pushing me. Like, I always say I like to be in an uncomfortable position, so that was the one thing that I had in me that was like, oh, okay, this is gonna push me. Like, it was just really hard to push myself for like fighting my friend. It just felt really weird.
How long have you guys known each other? Because I know he does some training at the PI, but like how long have you guys sort of been friends?
Honestly, not even that long. I don't know how we got so close, but like just from him coming through Extreme and us working out together and just, talking afterwards and stuff. We're just super tight, super cool. Yeah,
and you guys are both pretty nice, laid-back guys. Like, I could see how you guys would get along, too. So I think it makes sense as well. Now, here's one thing I didn't really get a lot of clarity on. Why was this fight moved to July? Was it just the fact that Brennan didn't want it? Or, like, what sort of... Because I'm sure you were ready to fight on the June date, right? Which was the original date.
Yeah, I was trying to get the original June date, but I don't know. Just, I guess it worked out for Brendan. There's a few other people that worked out for, but just...
No worries. We're not going to put anyone on blast here. You're not that guy. It's all good.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
We don't want to get anyone in trouble.
No, I don't know. It just worked out. It's a date. It's not too far from June 26th. It's a little more time for me to get in shape, so I'm not mad about it.
Brendan Allen's a pretty solid opponent. I mean, he's a guy that has, some good wins. He's beat Kevin Holland. Stylistically, how do you look at this matchup?
Yeah, I'm excited. He's a good grappler. He's got good striking as well. I'm just going to do the same thing I always do. I'm going to come forward, I'm going to put it on him, and I'm going to try and finish this guy.
I don't know how much you train with him, but Sean Strickland, I know, does do a bit of training at Syndicate. I know he does a bit of training with you guys as well. Have you worked with him at all? And the reason I bring that up is because Sean was the last guy to defeat Brendan.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, not really. Sean's kind of like a crazy dude, and like
he is, yeah,
in the best way. Like,
I was just going to say in a good way. Yeah, he's very unique that way.
I'm not talking trash about him. He knows. Yeah. He knows he's crazy, but he just like only has one speed of sparring, and that's like 100%. He'll spar literally every single day at 100%, and I don't spar that hard, so I just don't go with Sean. So I don't know.
No, for sure. There was a story, I think Dan Tom told it, about how he wanted to spar a Starbucks barista or something, just because he wanted to get the rounds in or something. So that, and again, I mean this in a because again, Sean's very unique. I mean this in a good way. I think it's very interesting. I don't want him beating me up either. That's also part of it as well. So who are you getting to work with right now as far as training camp? Because I'm sure you've had to reset things a bit with the fight being moved about a month, right?
Yeah. Kind of the same guys. I'm still with Brad Tavares, Ty Gorder, my coach Nate Pettit, one of my main sparring partners. Been rolling around with Vinny a lot. Trying to get Jake. Jake's been in town a lot lately. Jake Shields. So
that's right. Yeah.
Trying to roll with him, get him on top of me. I don't know, just all the good guys at Extreme now.
Yeah, it's quite the crew, and also you have the luxury of fighters are always coming in, and so you get a lot of different looks, I'm sure. I got to ask, because your buddy's fighting in a few weeks, Dan Ige, big main event against Korean Zombie. How's Dan looking? The dad Dan Ige, I should say. This will be a first for him, right?
Yeah, Dan Ige. I'm excited for him. He's been training super hard. I feel like he ascended to another level. He took, I feel like, all the responsibility on himself, and kind of is in a new program for himself that he found and sought out. I feel like he's just doing everything he can to go forward in his career, and it's inspiring to see, because I want to be able to do the same kind of stuff as him.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, is Dan negotiating his old fights now? I know he had that post a few months back about how he's sort of leaving some of the responsibilities he has. Is he kind of just a nomad now? Because I know he wants to get into management as well, he was saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of just doing it on his own. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a $50K management later.
The name already makes itself, right? There you go. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows, though?
Good stuff. Weight cut, you got lots of time. I'm sure that's going well. You got the PI there, right? So you get the pre-made meals.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm actually working with Fresh and Lean. They're helping me with my meals, but weight cut's never an issue for me. I probably walk around from 200 to 205 in and out of camp, so it's easy for me.
Are you still having your pre-made meals for dinner and stuff? I remember you telling me that last time. You're you save money on groceries if you get the pre-made meals. I don't know how much your girlfriend likes that, but still.
Yeah, no, for sure. She just doesn't eat fish, so when there's fish meals, I get to eat two dinners and stuff.
There you go. You got it made. She doesn't like fish? That's interesting, because being from Hawaii, right?
Hawaii born and raised, doesn't like fish. Weird,
wow,
but
it's a rarity.
It's more for me.
I know we're a ways out. Your corner for this fight, would it be Nate, and who else will be in there? Do you know?
It'd be Nate Pettit, Eric Nixick, and
TBA?
I don't know. Maybe my girlfriend, just to get her some gear.
Really?
Yeah, we've done it before.
Okay. That's cool. Actually, yeah, I remember she was at one of your fights. I do remember that.
Yeah,
that was,
my
it might have been your debut, actually, because I think that was when you did your scrum there. How's this fight playing out on July 24th? Again, you've got the knockout power. Brendan's got a pretty good ground game. How are we looking at this fight on July 24th?
Yeah, I'm not putting anything past him. He can do everything. He's a full fighter. I'm just gonna be the best me. I'm gonna be better than anyone's ever seen me, and I just plan to put it on him. Everything he tries to do, I'm just going to try and be better than him, just win every position, win every scramble, win every exchange. I just want to win everything.
I imagine the plan is after this to try and get a quick turnaround if you can, just because I know there's been some gaps in between fights. Not your fault, obviously, but even in this case, it got moved another month, this last fight. So is that sort of the plan there, especially if you get a quick finish, get right back in there?
Yeah, that's always the plan. It's just if my body can hold up. I had some things I had to deal with, even throughout my last camp, some things that I didn't even know that we kind of just figured out recently. But it's good, I'm working through it. It's just another thing to overcome. And anytime I have things I have to overcome, it's just going to make me that much better.
Without digging deep into this, it's something health related, or is it something personal?
Yeah, health related, just physically.
Okay, gotcha. Fair enough. Figured as much. Downtime, what's that looking like right now? I know you're busy training, but what do you any TV you're watching or anything cool you're doing outside of training?
Honestly, I've really had no downtime, so I didn't know how bad this injury was holding me back. But I've been able to train so hard recently because we finally figured out what it was and we've been taking care of it. But I've never been able to train this hard before, so I'm just so tired and so sore every day. It's my first day in the gym all over again.
Really? Okay, well, that's interesting. So in some ways, is this better that the fight got moved because then you have more time to kind of, do this hard training like you're explaining? How recently were you able to go back hard in the gym?
So I would go as hard as I could every day. I would do that main practice, and I was able to manage that and go as hard as I could. But that's really all I could do at 100%. Besides that, it would just take too much out of me to recover everything, and I just couldn't do it. But now I can do multiple practices. I can do multiple workouts, and I feel great. That's good.
And was that something the PI identified? Because they get some pretty good doctors over there, right?
Yeah. Over time, we eventually figured it out, and I'm just glad and grateful that to have all of them to be able to work on me.
And I'm grateful you took time to wake up this morning and do this interview with me, Puna. I really appreciate it, man. It's going to be UFC Fight Night coming up here July 24th. Anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media? I'll give you the last word.
Yep, just, my whole team, everyone that's with me from day one. Appreciate it. Fresh and Lean, Perfect Sports, taking care of me right now. So thank you to those guys.